They started to erase worlds and half our supplies and everything. I still think about the artifacts falling from. Like, I did that with my friends. Like, hey, watch this. What are you doing? Venti ults all my artifacts away. And I felt sad ever since that day. Nothing felt the same ever since. Yeah. They usually ask for flowers? Sure. I really don't care. I already have some of my characters. It's just the most obscured ones and like have to go through.
No, no way. When I speak with you, it comes straight from the heart. There's nothing I can't say to you.
Question, Tetsu. Would it be okay I asked you for a video of just us chatting just around this? Or like sprint around with Tetsu. Not much, but chatting. Is that okay? Is that good? Not bad? So I want to get reference to like what I could or can't do. So I want to be sure. Fair about you.
Whoa, gotta run. I need to get to the Hotel de Boer. Clorande might be on her way to buy some cake there this very second. See you later. And don't forget, I want an exclusive interview with you next time we get the chance.
Nah, I was gonna put in a YouTube video, just like small edits, nothing too big, just us chatting for a bit, nothing too eccentric. Just me doing off goofy shit. Put your account, YouTube link to it. Call it good from there. That's all I can think of. Something simple. Something simple. Think of a list. Let's see this dink of a list. Give me a second. I don't need that. Let's see this dink of a list. So, I do have it unmuted. But, like, looking at this so far, I understand where you're going for most of it. I understand it. Wait. This was 6.4. Okay. That's not as reasonable for I got, but that's besides the point. Right. Because, like, you're pulling for, like, how great, useful they are, like, to the account. Like, Farina, great. Mawika, great. Chillin, great. Bennett, fantastic. Saint Lolly, good. Scoffier, great for any crowd people. Kazuha, it's just sucrose, but does a bit. It's sucrose 5-star. That's what we're agreeing at. Why Verasa like tier 1? What's your thoughts on that? Because yes, I would hear it, but like again, without the like the audio of it, which I'm not gonna do for like reasons unknown. I'll leave it as it is. That's good. What's the worst that can happen? I'll put the audio. What's the worst that can happen?
During the end of Natland, just before Innefa released, because we.
Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a segundo. Marco. Alright, cool. I don't have to worry about noise from that ever again. Alright, cool. Yeah, just give me a second. Just gonna do this along the way so I can have it loading on the background. I muted.
Was we ranked the pull/build value of each character in the game.
Okay. That makes sense. I like the standpoint of that. Preda's great. She's good. She runs fast. And like if we have Bennett, if we have Xingling at the time, that essentially is good for her at the time being. Build her tag, do everything else that she needs to. That's good. That's really good. Trevor's boosts anyone else with overload. Great. Arlecchio, essentially, if you don't have Mawika, it's Arlecchio. But what's your purpose for like so it's okay I could just watch this, right? Like watch it with the whole shebang, right? So I want to be clear before anything else. So I want to be clear. Both times were asked around wait, where's Yansan? Where'd you put her? Where'd you put Yansan? I saw Kachina. I don't like where it's going if I don't see Yansun. Where's she? Where's she? Where's she? Where's she? Where's she? Give me a second. Give me. All right. All right. 1.5. Okay. 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 I got scared for a bit because, like, wait, I don't see her. And then I see Kachina. Like, oh my gosh, I'm panicking. Don't worry about that. Let me just fix this. Boom.
Including Ineffa.
I
Okay,
love pushing
we rank
buttons.
Ineffa based on her expected
It's gonna bother me. Give me a second. Thought that would be nice, have it on background, but nope. It's gonna have the audio itself.
quality and pull/build value. Because obviously we didn't have the numbers yet, we haven't seen the implementation yet, so that's all we had.
Hmm. Time to learn with Tetsu.
Now we have
Hold on. Description: Tetsu, me, watch Tetsu do a tier list. That's
all
it.
of these all of these new
All right.
characters,
All
and
right.
also with things like
Uh,
the Hexen
uh,
Circle, the Hexenrai,
oh, huge. You're gonna have them in there? Huge. All right, cool. Nice. All right. I'm also gonna put them in here because why not? I'm also gonna put them in here because why not? But overall, huge. Well, you kind of get Aloy anymore, right? I'm assuming you can't get her anymore. I'm assuming you can't.
buffs. Like all these characters have changed in terms of their build values, their pull values, and so yeah,
So
everyone
yeah,
is
of course
worth
that makes
a lot
sense.
more now. So it's definitely worthy of an update.
Yeah. Yes, but like currently, if I build a new account, got to Sumeru, would I still get Aloy? Because I don't think it's possible anymore. Because like I think it was a time specific, or is it like one of those ones like, oh, if you do it, you'll get it. Just like how Honkai did with the Fate series. Where, like there was a banner, they had it, it's there. Sick. All right, cool. We don't have to worry about her. Woohoo!
And now that we actually have the podcast and also the YouTube channel, it's definitely worth having it as a permanent video rather than a passing VOD, I think.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and I do agree. A lot of characters have been moved up and down in the list. Of course, I've been really enjoying the Hexray buffs. Have you been enjoying them?
Ah, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, I see now.
All right. And Tetsu, we should be able to hear you now.
Okay, perfect. I was just
There we
gonna
go.
say hello, everyone, and glad to be here today. I know a lot of people did move up and down on the tier list accordingly as the changes happen. Have you been enjoying the Hexray
Yes, accordingly.
buffs?
Oh yeah, dude. Being able to finally properly be able to utilize Venti.
I'll give my opinion on it. The Hexerites buff, I enjoy it. I enjoyed my two things. Constellation buffs for like a few of them. Fenty, great. Mona, it's okay, but like, granted, I don't have either of them higher cons. That's a me thing. That's my problem. Not as valid as like your guys at this point, but still,
Has been
it's better than like
one of the most
none of it.
fun things for me in Genshin for a while because I got a Venti way off.
Yeah, I'm not choosing Klee or a Beto. One, I don't have a Beto. Two, no. I have my weekend Articuno. Why would I use it on them? I might as well use it on any other character like Hu Tao, Ganyu, or hell, Mayula.
After he left the meta. But I got him because I wanted all the Archons. And I also just like Venti as a character. So now that he's actually finally somewhat part of the meta, that has been a lot of fun for me. What about you?
I'll have to take your word on him because I've actually never got Venti.
Oh,
Fair.
dude.
That's a fair thing to say.
Disappointing.
What was that once? I was that once. And then I changed. I think Zhongli was my first Archon. No. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. It was Raiden who was my first art. Yeah, Ryan was my first Archon I got, and then I got Venti and then Zhongli right after.
I just never saw him as a for me character.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. What about you? What Hexrite character have you
Just lost to Zhongli. I think I know who it was. I think it was my first Diluc.
enjoyed? What like buffed up character?
Well, there's actually a few. I'm actually really enjoying the Mona changes because it actually brought a big buff for Milani. And Klee's actually been now up towards Arlecchino level, which is actually pretty surprising. And
Right.
Albedo's no longer benched anymore. He actually has proper use now on my account.
Yep. I know Kirisuke's been using a lot more Albedo ever since Hexrai.
I still don't have Albedo. I have his weapons and stuff, but not him specifically. Not even the concern.
All right. So I think the best way for us to do this is for us to first go over um all the changes in the meta before we add anybody else. What do you think?
That would be a good idea.
I tried to, but like
All right.
no matter what I did, it just never came to be. Never came to be. Never did. All right, just gonna skip a few so we just. All right. What do you have on Dogman?
However,
I
because
let me
of
see it. Let me see
how
it. Hold on
relevant
before
the
it's.
meta Ishibai is, having him in Don't is obviously just not fair at all. I think we could go pretty reasonably and fairly around tier 3 because he is not like irreplaceable in that team. If you put instead, if you put a Zhongli, it's not as good, but like it works, and he's going to get pretty soon replaced, so he's very replaceable. But it's definitely worth building if you care about Jabai.
Okay. Okay.
True.
So overall, the tier list specifically is how good it is for an account, not for meta, not for anything particular. It's just for well, if you have this, go for this type of thing. Okay. I'm seeing and understanding now. I see it with my eyes. I see it. Oh, I see.
And a
What do
lot
you
of his
think?
value, though, is from a C6. So that
Yeah,
is a pretty high constellation to go for, especially for a 4-star that doesn't appear on banners very often.
yeah. You need 7 copies, but there's also technically a higher.
I don't think I have him Semicomp. Hold on. Maybe it's something I should have my account for still. Ah, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up Genshin back up again. I gotta do this properly and like make sure like in my account type of way would it still be viable for me? Because like for me specifically, I don't think I have Goro at C6. I know Yao Yao, not Yao Yao is Yujin's at C4 at best for me. It's not even high, but it's like oh, it's the best I can do. But we'll keep going. Wait, hold on, right? I gotta bring people back in here.
Held value as well because he benefits from Fav Warbo, which also means that he helps battery the whole team.
And mine is built that way too. And since
Must be
his
nice. Can't
personal
be me.
stats do not matter, you can actually put him on Exile set 2 for further battering, and that's what I did with.
Hold on. Yeah, I think for the case when I do like with your permission and anything, I can just put it on my YouTube like my react of your react of this tier list reaction with both of you guys in here. I have Ito because that boy's huge. That that guy's huge. Like you see that guy? Like 6 foot something. I don't like that guy's tall. That's like hella tall. That
Mine
man's
just to help
tall.
battering my Noel.
God damn it, Norman's. Sorry, can you repeat that? Norman's didn't redeem that. Kind of played over you a little bit. Sorry.
That's right.
Oh,
I'm
I was
mixing
just saying
audio.
that
Why?
for
What
since
would stop
his
me,
personal
Chad?
stats don't matter
I do need that there. Well, that's loading, so I don't have to worry about it as
as
much.
much. Like you want ER and crit rate for his reliability and
But you are correct. Like the reason, like Ito, yes, he's tall, but like he punches well. He punches well when it's convenient. For me specifically, like before it's buy, before all this crystallization shenanigans. Hold on, let me just sit on my bench, pull out my characters real quick. Hey, pull out my characters so I understand what I'm going for. Ah, yes, of course. If A happened, B would happen, of course. Let me check real quick. No, he's at C6. Okay. Yep. Eugene 6C4. Alright, cool. No, I will go along with this and compare with my character specifically. See how valid it is? My opinions make zero thoughts.
for proccing the bow. But aside from that, you can actually stick them on a 4-star set, so you can give them like 4-set Exile or 4-set Instructor if what's the buy.
Yep. Yeah, so his personal stuff doesn't really matter too much. So where are you thinking? Because I'm thinking tier 3. He's there mostly as a placeholder, because his other stuff isn't as valuable, and he's just waiting to get replaced. But even until he gets replaced, he's still pretty decent. He's definitely worth a build if you care about Shabai. And if you actually never get
Sorry.
what's her name?
I was talking to my wife real quick. Just had to be sure everything was okay for her.
The new character?
Tier 3 is what?
The-
Good in a niche?
Wait, so what's the new girl's character?
Like for the tier rankings, like tier 3, would that be considered like good in a niche?
So I would say very usable and they have their uses, but it's not going to be like a meta unit.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say something, and then I thought about it. Like, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Go ahead. No, continue.
So
Continue.
like
I'm just an idiot. Go ahead.
obviously tier
Continue.
0 is if any sort of must pull character exists, it's them, right?
Of course.
Tier 1 is not must pull, but if you have them, it's an upgrade to like any account by a significant margin. I would say 1.5
Mm-hmm.
Definitely knew that should be up there. I'm very surprised it's 9-0, but like it also makes sense. But I'm also very surprised it's 9-0.
is a strong unit. Now that's changed a lot with a lot of those units, unfortunately.
Well,
Uh,
times changed, so yeah.
Tier 2 is still just it's hard to say because it's not strict definitions. Because some people like, for example, Zhang Yan, she's like the most meta unit for one character's teams in Varesses, or Deluxe as well.
I see. Yeah,
She
that
doesn't
would do
really
it. That
buff
would do
up
it.
that many characters that much. But she brings up a lot of characters quite significantly, even if it's not their best.
Yeah, well, I know she.
That's a good way to go up from tier list because a lot of people start from like, top then bottom or like characters in a random range. Like if you start from the bottom, you already know where to go off from there specifically.
She's more of a niche character, is how I would define her. So
Yeah.
she's good in her niche,
Absolutely.
but she's not in the meta.
Yeah. I don't know how to give this one word because, say, for example, Skirk, she really, really benefits from Shenhe. That's a niche. But then we have characters like Zhongli, who's not a niche unit. He's a generalist unit. But in his generalist use, he's quite useful.
Why is Crane Lady here? Like I get it. Like if this is the tier list for like, I like I get it. I fully get the list. I've just seen the vision on like a few of them, but I'll learn more along the way.
He's still pretty meta in the comfort area. And of
Okay.
course, comfort's not necessarily damage, but comfort does have a lot of value to a lot of players in Genshin.
Exactly. So properly be able to do that, just because there are some characters who are going to be niche and very good in their niche, and there's going to be generalist comfort units and stuff like that. So I
Well,
don't know if I would give it a strict
niche is
definition.
just a way. I wouldn't. Well, okay, I think I'm maybe confusing things a bit, but I may look at the niche of the character and then just try to decide how it fits in the tiers. Then at that point, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
maybe we should have defined the terms first. So Tier 0 is like must pull.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So tier 1 would be basically one of the
Oh, you really label it. All right, cool.
Yeah, ranking.
All right, hell yeah. All right, cool. Let me
We
just
have a 1.
time skip ahead for a bit. Has good uses. I don't think Candace has a good use besides being like the Bennett of applying hydro specifically. But outside of that specific, I understand why she's there. Okay, I'm seeing the vision you guys are having. I see the vision. The vision's there.
Tier 3
Can do the
should
job.
be maybe niche.
Tier 4 should be only if you really like them.
Let me see it. When a character excellent can is affected by we that makes more sense. Oh, well, yeah. But this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense more. This makes sense to like unmarry things in one because the overflow feels good. Feels very nice.
Or is that
Yeah.
tier 5?
I would say 4 if you like them. Tier 5, bad unit. And then the last one is just, I leave it at don't. I think that's fair.
Rather than saying bad unit, I would probably just say low value.
Not bad. Yeah.
Well, fine, low value, yeah, that's fine.
Just because it doesn't sound as negative. Not worth investment for the bottom one. There we go.
Is this where a bad time to say? Is it a bad time to say? Give me a second. Invest into her. Way past that.
So, going by this ranking here, I would definitely put Goro in tier 3.
It's a high 3. It's a high 3. He's a high 3 or a low 2.
Yeah.
Because, like, from the list here, Diana should be up there. Like, I mean, from 4 stars first. Diana, Beto. Depends on the traveler. Not Anno, maybe. Geo, not really. Electro could be there. Dendro, I did use a lot of Dendro Traveler. Dendro Traveler did a lot.
Tier 3 seems fine. I reckon, do you want to start from the bottom and work our way up?
Sure, I'll let you pick out the characters that we're going to work on, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
do you think that
That's
Ning
absolutely
Guang will
correct.
change? Because kind of with Lunar
Xing Yang just outdoes more than Pyro Traveler in many ways than one. Buff was nice, sure, but like again, they're getting close to it, but it's missing the last mark for it.
Well, I did try out Lunar Crystallize. She does seem very awkward for doing it, and the actual crystallized damage is pretty low. I've actually tried Lunar Crystallize with Noelle. Noelle just does it so much better as far as both damage and frequency of the hits. So, and then Noelle also brings healing to the party as well, which Ningguang doesn't. So, I don't know if Lunar really elevated Ningguang all that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say that it elevates.
Super budget friendly. Very budget friendly. Heck, if you want to go even more budget, yes, Pyro Traveler would work, but you need time for that. But you already get what was it? Am I getting the wrong person mixed up? No. So Junior Man's nice. He's great. But like again, there's different I was thinking of Xingling. Sorry. I was thinking or like Pyro Chef, sorry. I mixed matched the names. I've come to the point where like, yup, I'm just giving you names now. I don't care about your original names. Funny stuff.
Do you think tier 4 to put her in if you like them is worth it?
Yes, absolutely. Well, originally before without lunar crystallize, yeah, like where it was low value, yeah, definitely would be. But like, yeah, they're at the point now where lunar crystallize could be a thing now because of I know being available for most people and by many people. It's really good for
'Cause if
for
you
like
think that it
anyone else
doesn't
to
change her
test it
enough
out
to put her
first.
in a if you like
But it's
her,
not
then
high
I
for. It's
won't
a
fight
very
with you
low
on
for.
because I've not tested her, but I do know that Geo is coming back somewhat, not a lot, but a little bit, and
Geo
considering she
gang,
has
yeah.
100% Geo, like that's going to be decent for her as a benefit. I don't know how much though, so that's why I'm somewhat deferring to you. But if I'm
It's
pushing her up, I would only push her up to
It's
tier
not by a
four.
lot. It's not
it's
by a lot.
possible because well, for tier 4 if you like them, because we are getting a new character that'll cover healing for the team that will help with lunar crystallize. So you could probably put a team together with her for there
Wait
along
a
with
minute. Hold
Columbina.
on. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go forward a bit real quick because I was at look at the list in full. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He is down there.
I
I was
don't
concerned
even
because like
know.
I didn't see him. Like, wait,
Really, his
where's
value is not very high.
where's the young
If
master?
anything, that
Where the
could put
heck
him to
he
low
is?
value, although bloom damage was cut down in Nodcry to like 1/5 of what it was.
Yeah. So I think he's low value, even though it's like he's not very good.
Yes, I don't think he'd be in tier 4. I'd put him in low value because even with a lot of
I get it.
investment, it'll be difficult to make him work.
I can agree with that. That feels fine to me. All right. So I think we're good on the don't and low values, unless there's anybody in those tiers you want to move further.
Sayu. Sayu. She's more like the fun aesthetic that everyone wants her to be. But like, I think we're at the point since we have Venti again coming back up. Since we have uh, what's his name? What's his name? Barca's there now. I think that aspect of like infusement, heck, even Hazo, I believe that's his name. I love when I forget names. Give me a second. Where is that boy? Yeah, Hazo does the same thing
Bro. Because I
and
think
better than Sayu.
uh,
She does healing
Xinyan,
good, but like
Creme, Aloy,
it's not a lot.
Xiaomei, Chi-Chi, and Kushasara are all where they should be.
Well, first of all, with Jinyan, I did use her at one time as a pyro applicator for Milani, but all she would do is apply pyro. That's not circle impact with her burst, with a high ER build.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Ah, that is true. But no, that's fair. That's fair. I had
And
to get some thought. I
then,
had to
but
give some
other than
thought.
that, we now have Pyro MC, which takes over that same role, but also provides a buff for her Milani as well.
Yep.
So I think that does put her down to not worth at this point.
Yep.
Kujo Sarah, she's still like a good one to pair with Raiden Shogun in hypercarry teams, but those teams don't do as much DPS these
They
days.
just died out eventually.
Mostly Raiden's doing Hyper Bloom, but I have gotten my Sarah to burst for over 300k with her the main hitter on burst, and over 500k if you add up all the small hits too. So she can still do a decent job. So I guess tier 5 would be a good spot for her. Chi Chi
Look, it
healer.
hurts me too. I love her.
I know that Yemiko does not like her at all, and she actually helps Ito shenanigans from the background just to annoy Sarah.
Ah, yes, that our tacky gang, aka the high school dropout. Ah, funny. All right, we shall keep going then.
Chi Chi, she just provides healing if you're a new account and you get her, you need heals, you got a solution.
I mean, honestly, you're better off running Barbara.
Unless you're fighting.
By a technical standpoint, correct. Because I didn't have Chi Chi for a very long time. Heck, my Chi's not as long either. She's like C2 at best. Even then, as be technically skilled with her, aka how to understand her kid, push her E, but do her skill to make sure it's available, and then everyone else hits it. Like I get it, but Bara, flip her out, put an E, slap it in a few times, everyone gets healed. Dip out, switch.
Too
You
much
get
cryo
it.
enemies, which keeps getting frozen all the time.
Yeah. But generally, you're better off running Barbara. But
Barbara,
so
yeah,
You could really hear that sigh. Oh, man. I didn't know hearing that sigh specifically was gonna be hard hearing that statement. Holy cow.
I use my Barbara more than Chi Chi.
yeah.
And oh lord,
Plus, I think the more times, the amount of times you'll have C6 Barbara and the amount of times you'll have C6 Chi-Chi, at this point, if you start from the beginning, you should have C6 Barbara by now. Or like about C2, C4, about C5 of Chi-Chi. Right. And it's also because, like, yeah, but it's also like a concerning thing for like, you'll have more revive specifically because they both at C6, they revive someone. But more often than not, F2P wise, you get more Brabras procced more than Chi-Chi, considering the fact like you have to keep attempting more like of a failed attempt to get Chi-Chi. Yes, there's people like, oh my gosh, I got like there's I think there's an image out there of like someone having Tainari C6 level 100 before he got a single sucrose. I think it's one of those things. Yes, all accounts are different. True. Also true. Right. That's like again, that's like worst case scenario. I'm not thinking as much and something goes like to heck very quickly. Alright. So gonna do a small BRB. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the stream for now. Cause like I gotta go get someone off real quick. So I'll still keep watching the video. I'll pick up where I left off, like on my own time, and then we go off from there. Tatsu, is an honor.
Tetsuchan just followed.
Tatsu, thank you. Tatsu, shout out to you and your homeboy as well for making the list. I'll react to more of this when I come back. When I do more of this.